can see here, for this trick I just need 8 cards. These are just 4 random red cards, and these are actually the 5, 4, 3, and 2 of clubs in that order. So these are just 8 cards. You can see front, you can see back, and these are the only cards that I am going to need for this trick. So if we just take the red cards and put them to the side right here, and you can see here all I've got is the 5, 4, 3, and the 2 of clubs. So if I take the 2 and I put it in the second position, so you can see here now I've got the 4 red cards, the 1, 2, 3, 4 red cards, and then the 2 right here. You can see that it comes right back up to the top. And same thing with the 3, but instead of putting it in the second position, now put it in the third, so even deeper now. But you can see it still comes right back up to the top. And you can see here I've still only got 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. So now we can take the 4 and put it in the 4th position, so almost last. Now you can see here it'll still come right back up to the top. You can see here I've still just got 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. I can show you the difference as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now here's the 5. So if I just take this and drop it right on here, then you'll actually watch that 5 still come right back up to the top. And you can see here I've still only got the 4 random red cards. So I know all your minds are blown after watching that performance, but this is actually a really easy trick, and all you need are literally just 4 consecutive cards, so they don't have to be of clubs. Just make sure that they're all of the same suit. So these can actually just be 4 random consecutive cards, but they can't be court cards or face cards, because there aren't 4 consecutive face cards. And then these just have to be some random red cards, or not red cards, but cards of the opposite color as these 4 consecutive cards. So, but just make sure that the ace of spades isn't among this, because the ace of spades generally has like a very cool design on it, and if they see, because this requires the Elmsley Count, I think I said that in the start, and if they see that in this, then they're going to be seeing it twice, so that's not good unless it's one of these cards. But still, just make sure that it's not in here, so just like discreetly take it out in the start or something. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all you need. So I will be showing you how to do the Elmsley Count in this. It's actually really easy. It looks kind of hard, but it's pretty easy. So I'm going to be doing this with the 5, 4, 3, and 2 of clubs, and then just 4 random red cards. So at the start, you're going to say, so all I need for this trick is 8 random cards. So not 8 random cards, but 4 random red cards on this side, and the 4 consecutive cards you're using on this side. So in my case, I'm going to say, so you can see here I've only got 8 cards, 4 random red cards, and then the 5, 4, 3, and 2 of clubs. And then you're going to bring them back together, and then with these 2 fingers, at the back, you're actually going to take this card like that, and from the back it'll look something like this. But you're not going to be showing that because that'll look pretty obvious. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it while putting them all like this, and that's a bit more discreet. And from the back it'll look like this. It'll look like this. And then you're just gonna catch a break under this card. You're just gonna catch a pinky break there, and now what you've done is you've actually just stolen this random red card. So you're gonna say, now we can just put the red cards to the side, and the spectator, if you stole this will, then they're gonna still believe that these are just 4 random red cards. But just make sure not to flash this card, because they're probably going to remember that this card was the 6 of diamonds in my case. So just be like this. Okay, so now we can just put the red cards to the side, like that. So just make sure not to flash that bottom card. And now you're gonna flip this over, and you're gonna say, so we have the 5, but this is actually that random red card. The 4, but this is actually the 5. The 3, but this is actually the 4. And the 2 of clubs. And this is actually 2 cards, but you're making 2 cards look like 1. So since you're lifting these 2, and the spectator thinks that this is the 5, this is the 4, and this is the 3, but actually every card is 1 more than you're saying it is. So let's say that this card is the 6, and in this case it actually is the 6 of diamonds, but it doesn't have to be. So let's call this random red card the 6. So you're saying it's the 5, but it's actually the 6. Then you're saying this is the 4, but it's actually the 5. And then you're saying this is the 3, but it's actually the 4. And then you're saying this is the 2, but it's actually both the 3 and the 2 as 1. So now you're gonna just pick this up and put these on here, but try not to make a spectacle of it, because you're actually gonna be putting this in the 2nd position right now. And if you make like a big thing, then they're gonna be like, wait, so why did you put it on top if you're gonna just put it in the 2nd position? So try not to make it like a big thing. So just put it on the top, then spread the cards out, and then take the top card, which they think is the 2, but it's actually the 3, because these are 2 cards, and this is the 2, but you're taking the 3 now, and you're just putting it in the 2nd position under the guise of it being the 2. So then just do like some gesture or something, and then say, and look, now it's come back up to the top. You can just set it right here. And now, since we put the 3 in the 2nd position, but we took the 2 away, now the 3 is automatically on top. So you can just take the 3, it's actually the 4, but you're gonna say it's the 3, so you're gonna be like, okay, look, so now I'm taking the 3 and I'm putting it in the 3rd position. So you can put it in the 2nd position if you don't want to do the Elmsley count, but it's just a bigger impact if you put it in the 3rd position. So then do the same gesture, and then say, look, the 3 also comes right back up to the top. Now you're going to need to do an Elmsley count, but you're going to need to do this quickly. So I'm probably going to make a more in-depth tutorial, but it looks something like this. So what you're doing is, so you're putting it in dealer's grip, then you're taking, so there are 2 grips you need to learn. One is this, and the second is this. So you're gonna hold them in this, and you're gonna come over, put it in this, and you're gonna apply pressure here with your index finger, and here with the rest of your fingers. Your finger doesn't need to be here. Your pinky doesn't need to be here. It can be anywhere. But for tiny hands like mine, you probably should put the pinky there. So you're going to be taking just the top card. So it's exactly what it seems like. You're just taking the top card with your thumb, and as you're doing that, you're going to be applying pressure to the top card and the bottom card, and pushing this off. And so what you're going to be doing is you are going to be basically taking this off, and then I'm going to be taking this off, and then you're going to be applying pressure to the top card and the bottom card, and then you're just going to push like this, and you're actually pushing off the top 2 cards. So then you're going to be coming over, you're going to be putting this card in the back, and now you're just going to be taking this card. So it looks like 1, but it's actually 2, so I've taken the 4 as well. And now you're putting it in the back, but with your thumb, you're going to be stealing this card, and then you're putting this on top. So if you do that quickly, it'll seem pretty convincing, and you'll bring that 4 to the back. So here's what it looks like. So also you want to make sure not to apply too much pressure, because then you're actually going to lift the top 2 cards, and then they're going to see that 4, and they're going to be like, oh well, that's the whole trick. So just make sure to not apply too much pressure. So you can show them that you still only have 4 red cards. Then you can take the 4. The 4 is actually in here, but you're going to say it's 4 because this is actually the 5. And you're going to put it in the 4th position. So, but since you did the Elmsley Count before, now it's already at the top. So now you can just do the same thing and say, look, now this is at the top. Now you're going to need to do a reverse count, and that's basically this. That's basically reverse counting them. So earlier they were in this order, but now they're going to be in this order, and you're actually going to bring that 5 second from the last, and now we're going to do another Elmsley Count. So I did show you how to do the Elmsley Count earlier. So just make sure to do it quickly, because otherwise they're gonna see that you're showing this card twice. So then this is actually the 6 of diamonds in my case. In your case, it's just gonna be like a random card. So you can just now since you did the Elmsley Count, the 5 is on top. So you can just drop those cards there. Sometimes they'll move, sometimes they won't. And you can just say, and now you'll actually watch that 5 materialize to the top. And now they're going to be amazed. And now you can just show them that you only have the 4 random red cards that they probably picked. So that's how to do the Devil's Elevator. So if you're wondering, this is the deck I use. I will put a link to this in the description. These are the Maverick blue playing cards. They're pretty cheap. They come in a pack with the reds, but generally if you buy them in the store, they'll only come in blue and red separately. But if you buy them online, they'll come in a pack of blue and red. So these are the cards. They're honestly just bicycle faces, with the exception of the jokers. And then there's this one ad card with all of the poker things on it. So yeah. And then this is the cool design on the spades. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the trick. If you did, leave a like. That's it for me for now, and I'm out.